So, what's your plan, Mr. Garrett?
How would you like to buy a bank?
What the hell do we know about banking?
Owning a bank is like owning the other side of the real estate business.
There's a few complexities you just left out.
Like what?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I not wake up black this morning? Because I'm pretty sure I did. Yep, still black.
Hello, beautiful people.
How's it going? It's another episode of K&M Movie Reviews. I'm Kyle Walker.
I'm Kayla.
And today we're going to be reviewing The Banker. The Banker was a highly anticipated movie starring Samuel Jackson, Nia Long, Anthony Mackie, Nicholas Hoult, and it was about the first black man to own a bank in America.
Samuel L. Jackson was basically always himself. He didn't really portray himself as a very serious character. He was still his natural goofy self. I haven't seen many movies with Anthony Mackie, but he played this character very well. I thoroughly enjoyed the acting in this movie. Always loved Nia Long, and I also haven't seen any movies by Nicholas Hoult, but he also did a great job playing Matthew.
Yeah, so Anthony Mackie, if you guys have seen The Avengers, is the black guy with the wings. He flies around. That's Anthony Mackie.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He did a great job. He was the main character of this film. He was the actual banker, if you will. He had a ton of knowledge and he wanted to become a real estate mogul, but he couldn't buy properties in California because he was black. And so he found up a, let's just say, smart plan where he, because he was black, and Samuel Jackson, who had a lot of money in the movie already, but was also black, decided to take an uneducated white male, played by Nicholas Hoult, and educate him on business. They taught him how to do property algorithms, understanding the actual worth of a property, how to sound rich. They taught him how to golf.
Which for?
Even on a putt, keep your effing head down.
Keep my effing head.
Taught him how to eat, use proper silverware. They made him into the character to fit the bar. And so their plan played out quite famously, as you'll see in the movie, and it was fun to watch.
Because they're the best.
They get their first property in California. They begin making money. And Anthony goes, well, California is a little bit better off than Texas. Texas, Jim Crow was much stronger. He wanted to buy a bank in his home community to liberate the people who already have black businesses and give them a fighting chance. But that backfired.
And one of the employees of the banks that they bought out found out that there was actually two black men running the bank that the white boy was actually the president of. And they brought the FBI. They started bringing in the officials.
All I did was transfer them.
Matthew Steiner, president of Mainland Bank.
Yes?
I'm Norman Dunn, deputy comptroller of the currency for the Southern District.
It knocked them out in the end, and they ended up having a big court case, which they did spend time in jail for. But the white guy, Mackie, did not spend time in jail, but he did them a huge favor in the end. So if you check out the movie, you'll definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, he did him a good favor. He did him a solid in the end, and it was nice to see. If I had to rate the plot of the movie on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it a 7.5. When you do a biography, obviously you can't throw in too much fictional information into a plot. I thought it was quite fascinating to watch them kind of like maneuver through the times they were in and have success. But I thought the ending was a little bit easy to foresee, and it didn't give me too much to be surprised about.
And my rating for the plot would actually be close to a 9 because it was based on a true story. So I don't feel like they threw in too many fictional things into the story. My favorite part of the whole entire movie and character, I just have to give her credit. I love Nia Long. She was such a supportive wife.
She was your favorite character in the movie?
She was a very supportive wife.
Okay.
Nah, Samuel L. Jackson was also a good one of my favorites. I always like his sarcastic, sedity, comedic self.
Yeah, Samuel Jackson was definitely my favorite character. Not only was he sarcastic, but he was like the old soul giving guidance along the way. And he actually played the most crucial part. He was not only the investor, but he was a large part the educator for the Caucasian male who they kind of fit, or they made him to fit the role. I thought Samuel Jackson was serious, sarcastic, and entertaining all at the same time, and he physically looked like he fit the role as well.
I love this guy.
One thing I did not like about this film was the fact that during the process or the build up to the climax, I noticed there really wasn't a climax. The movie was kind of monotone, if you will, in action and theatrics the entire movie. Their most dramatic scenes weren't really that dramatic, so I didn't have a strong emotional tug to the film. I thought it was kind of like melancholy throughout the entire film, which made it seem a little long. But that would be the one thing I would critique about this film.
I don't really have any dislikes about the movie. It was melatonin. I do agree with that. It wasn't such a big climax of the movie, but it was still very eventful, and you could tell, it was coming to a close. So once the whole case happened, I feel like they put the climax at the end of the movie. That's pretty much what happened.
Yeah, it just wasn't very. It was a very predictable climax.
Yeah. One thing that surprised me about the film was when the two, Samuel Jackson and Anthony Mackie, allowed the white boy to actually handle a bank on his own, where he actually ended up ruining all of the books. And that's essentially what started the fall down in the first place. They got notarized, or it was notarized, or what's it called?
I forget the term. But someone showed up because
someone big.
Yeah, he was not fit to actually run the bank, and that was what brought the whole plan down and what actually caused them all to go to jail. I would actually second that. I was surprised when they let him run the bank because their plan had been going so smoothly. They were millionaires in black in the 50s. It's surprising that they let that happen.
Although I did believe that it was very smart of them to actually dress up as the jobs of normal black people so that they could listen in on a lot of the information. That was very smart in real life. Like they pulled that off. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of cunning moments in the movie that I think you'll like. Humbling moments as well. And I think they did a good job of making it interesting, but also showing you the struggles that African Americans had to deal with back in the 50s, even in California, which is more of a free state than Alabama or something like that. So you wouldn't think that they may have some of the issues that they did deal with back in those days, but it was interesting to see how they overcame them, and it made you feel good to watch at the end.
And I can honestly say I never knew about the story. I'm so glad that someone thought about making this movie. It's unfortunate that they did not put it in the movie theater, but yeah. I am grateful that they made a movie. I now know the story, and it made me look into more things. Are there actually more black banks out there? I wasn't quite sure, and there are. There's about 30 of them.
38 black-owned banks in America.
Nice.
Like that.
Yeah.
So, I never thought about owning a bank, but it's pretty cool to see that.
Overall, the entire movie, I'd give it a 8.5.
Okay. Yeah, overall, I would give it... I'll give him an 8. I'll give him an 8. I'll give him an 8. Now, I will always give every movie we review a fall asleep score. So as you know, we always rate movies. Will you fall asleep on a scale of 1 to 10? In this movie, I'm going to give that a 2. You won't fall asleep during this film. The film was good. It was well made. And I don't see how you would be disappointed when you watch the film.
Absolutely. I totally agree. I would not fall asleep. So therefore, I give it a 1.5. Just gonna go below you.
Okay. Now, for those of you looking for the film, it's not on Netflix. It's actually on Apple TV. We watched it on our Fire Stick, but if you're looking for it, you won't find it in theaters. You will not find it on Netflix or Hulu or anything like that. You will have to have Apple TV streaming service to be able to watch the film unless you have a Fire Stick or something like that. Definitely, guys, go watch The Banker. Like, comment, subscribe to the video below. If you want to see more movie reviews just like this one, click the link at the top of your screen.
Please also subscribe to our main channel. It's called K&M On Demand. Put the link right here.
Goodbye, beautiful people.